My name is Tommy Schwartz, and I am an FBI agent. Recently, there have been large-scale disappearances of unknown persons in New York, and I was ordered to investigate this matter. Recently, I received a call about a missing little girl named Emily Smith. Based on the evidence at hand, I quickly determined her last known location and found her teddy bear. The urban legend of the Backrooms, which has been widely circulated on the internet recently, I believe has an inseparable connection to this disappearance case. I will investigate whether the Backrooms truly exist. Oh, where am I? I seem to have fallen into the Backrooms. How did I get here? Let's find a way out first. Phone on the wall could be for something specific. What's that over the window? What is the difference between the two cabinets?
Tommy, can you hear me?
Yes, this is Tommy speaking.
Great. Have you arrived at the location?
Give me a second.
The target is a white man around 28 years old. We suspect he returned. Reality from the back room.
Come out of the bathroom again. From where?
He came from Flatbush Avenue Space Rift. We suspect he is carrying weapons, so we allow you to use weapons.
Copy that. target suspect.
Roger that. Be careful, officer.
Roger that, I will.
If you want to catch a bullet, step out.
Drop the gun now! Drop the
Come find me if you can.
The space in the area ahead is highly unstable, so must be careful. Every time you re-enter the game, the maze scene here will be randomly generated, with a total of 10 variations. Good luck, officer.
He's alive!
turning you back on them.
Welcome everyone. Tonight we're taking a slightly different approach for our deep dive.
Yeah, we're moving away from the usual research paper and articles.
Exactly, we're immersing ourselves in a very personal, and frankly quite disturbing account.
It's a narrative submitted as pasted text titled Je n'y puis celle,
which translates to, my lover keeps staring at me from the corners. Gives you a chill already, doesn't it?
It really does. Think of it as a kind of late night story, but definitely on the darker side.
So the setup is this. The narrator lives with his partner, Amy. They've been together 2 years, known each other for 7.
And he makes a point right at the start of describing the Amy he knew.
Yes, very clearly. Gentle, intelligent, really practical. Definitely not the type for spooky stuff or, elaborate pranks.
Which is crucial, isn't it? Because what happens next is so completely out of character for her.
Totally. He emphasizes that no history of mental health issues, nothing in the family like that. She was grounded.
Until she wasn't. It starts subtly, almost. Weirdly playful.
The peeking. From around corners, behind furniture. Initially just odd.
And that first specific incident he mentions, the coffee spill.
Right, in the kitchen.
Yeah.
He's cleaning up, looks over and sees her peeking from the hallway.
Just her eyes and hair, he says.
Yeah. And she ducks back, kind of like a kid caught doing something.
His reaction then is telling too. He's amused, calls her a little weirdo.
Sort of brushes it off.
Yeah.
But you feel that tiny seed of, even then.
Definitely. But then comes the second incident, and any sense of amusement just evaporates.
Oh, yeah. The middle of the night kitchen encounter, that's something else.
He goes for water, and she's there, grinning at him from behind the kitchen island.
But upside down.
Upside down. That detail is so jarring, so unnatural.
He screams, which, understandable.
Totally. And her reaction, she crawls away, on all fours.
Crawls away. It shifts immediately from maybe quirky to genuinely terrifying behavior.
It really does. That specific image, the upside down grin, the crawling, it's primal fear territory.
So the morning after must have been incredibly tense.
You think so. But Amy's reaction is, well, it's bizarrely dismissive.
She just laughs it off.
Laughs it off, says something like, now we're even, because he screamed and she supposedly got scared too.
Which makes no sense in context. It feels like a deliberate deflection.
Exactly. It's an attempt to normalize something that was clearly deeply abnormal and frightening for him.
And he doesn't buy it.
No.
He's still uneasy, despite her explanation. That feeling lingers.
That disconnect is key. His terror versus her apparent dismissal. It signals something is seriously wrong.
And the peeking doesn't stop there, does it? It seems to escalate.
No, it gets worse, more frequent, more locations. Behind the sofa, curtains.
And then the old wooden chest. That image is particularly creepy.
At the foot of the bed, right. He sees the lid lift slightly.
And half her face appears. With that same wide grin. Then slams shut.
It's like a horror movie trope, but it's happening in his bedroom. The deliberate reveal and concealment.
And he can't talk to her about it. That's a recurring theme, his inability to break through.
Which isolates him completely. He's trapped in this unfolding nightmare with no way to understand it.
Then suddenly there's a break. 2 weeks, nothing happens.
He must have felt such relief. Thinking, okay, maybe it's over, whatever that was.
He even jokes about it, right? About her spy games.
Yeah, trying to lighten the mood, maybe test the waters.
But her response just throws gasoline on the fire.
Maybe I'm just getting better at it.
Chilling. It changes everything. Suddenly it's not random weirdness anymore, which is maybe the most outright terrifying one yet.
The shower.
Shower. He's in there, curtain closed, and suddenly...
Her head appears. Right there behind the curtain.
Not just peeking. A full-on appearance. Wide grin, bloodshot eyes.
And black makeup streaks down her face. It's a grotesque image.
Like something out of a horror film. Deliberately constructed, almost.
And she's silent, just stares, then withdraws. The door slams.
Leaving him trapped in the bathroom.
Terrified. For an hour, he says. Just stuck in there.
Going through this mix of, like, fear and anger, confusion.
He shouts at her eventually, tells her to stop it.
And the only response is this faint moan. Then silence.
That silence must have been agonizing. What is she doing out there?
The dread of the unknown. It's palpable.
So he finally cracks the door open, just a little, to peek out.
And immediately regrets it. Because she's there.
In the bedroom closet, the door is slightly ajar. And her face is right there, staring back at him, grinning.
He describes her trembling. Not with fear, but with pure delight.
And making a low, guttural moaning sound. It's described as almost animalistic.
That lack of empathy, this sheer disconnect from his terror, it's profound.
That's the breaking point for him, isn't it?
Absolutely. Fight or flight kicks in hard. He just bolts.
Doesn't grab his shoes, still in his pajamas. Just runs out of the house.
Here's her laughter, sharp laughter, he says, but she doesn't follow.
He drives straight to his brother Mark's place, an hour away, ignoring her calls, her texts.
He needs distance, safety.
His priority shifts entirely to survival at this point.
And arriving at Mark and Sarah's, they're obviously surprised.
He kind of downplays it at first, doesn't he? Says they had a fight.
Yeah, maybe shock, maybe embarrassment, maybe just not knowing how to explain that.
But the trauma is clear. He can't sleep, has nightmares, her face haunting him.
Which makes the next morning even more horrific.
Waking up at his brother's house.
And seeing Amy's face, pressed against the guest room window.
Grinning, with saliva dripping down the glass.
It's surreal, like the nightmare followed him.
He shouts, panics, but she just stays there, her expression apparently becoming even more gleeful.
Mark and Sarah come running, but she's gone.
And crucially, there are no footprints outside. It rained, there should be prints.
Which just adds this layer of inexplicability. It makes it harder for Mark and Sarah to believe.
They assume he had a nightmare, understandably perhaps. It defies logic.
But he knows it was real. His anxiety skyrockets. He's not safe, even there.
He decides he has to confront her eventually, right? Tries to mentally prepare.
And notices her texts have changed. Now they're like concerned, asking if he's okay.
With zero mention of the window incident, the crawling, the closet, any of it.
It's like she exists in two separate realities.
That split is deeply unnerving. Is it denial? Dissociation? Something else?
Then Sarah throws another wrench in the works. Casually mentions Amy stopped by that morning.
Just popped by, asked if the narrator was awake.
Yeah, didn't come in, just asked and left. But Sarah adds something.
That Amy looked terrible, like she hadn't slept in days.
So on one hand, there's this terrifying, grinning presence, and on the other, someone who looks physically unwell.
It complicates the picture, but doesn't lessen the narrator's fear. If anything, it might increase it. This isn't just a prank.
He starts thinking about getting her help, psychiatric help. But how?
What proof does he have, really? Especially if Amy denies everything or acts normal.
He feels completely lost,
Yeah.
scared, but also maybe still feeling some responsibility.
It's a terrible position to be in.
So he takes a desperate step. He calls Amy's mother, Eleanor.
Hoping for what? Insight, help, confirmation.
But the response he gets is cold. Very cold.
She basically dismisses his concerns, right? Almost annoyed.
Yeah, tells him he's overreacting, then vaguely suggests maybe you should talk to someone or get Amy professional help, but hangs up abruptly.
Leaving him completely stunned and suspicious.
He wonders if Eleanor knows something, if there's a hidden meaning there.
Right.
Her reaction felt off.
It definitely raises questions about the family history he thought he knew.
He realizes he has to make Mark and Sarah understand the full gravity, so he tells them everything.
About the closet incident, the details.
And they finally seem to get it, at least partly. They agree she needs psychiatric help.
Though Sarah still throws out that idea about it being for online videos or something.
Yeah, still trying to rationalize it somehow, maybe. Underestimating the sheer strangeness and danger.
It's hard to grasp unless you've seen it, I suppose.
So he decides to go back to the house with Mark for backup.
And the atmosphere when they get there, it's immediately wrong.
The smell, rot, decay. The house is dark, curtains drawn.
And the broken picture frame on the floor, their wedding photo.
Symbolic, the shattering of their life together.
They head towards the bedroom, the source of the worst events, and the closet.
Oh God, the closet. Mark opens it and
They find eyeballs, at least a dozen pairs, the narrator says, arranged neatly on the floor.
just eyeballs. It's viscerally horrifying, beyond explanation.
Mark's reaction is immediate. Disgust, wanting to leave immediately. This is way beyond a simple mental health crisis in his mind now.
But before they can retreat, they realize they're not alone in the room.
They hear a sound from under the bed.
And they look, and there she is, Amy.
Curled up, grinning, watching them.
He says with intense excitement, hands clasped under her chin, making soft, hiccup-like sounds.
Like she's anticipating something, enjoying their horror.
It's the absolute peak of the uncanny valley. Humanoid, but utterly alien in her response.
The narrator, even now, tries to reach her. Speaks gently, offers help.
And for a second, it seems like it might work. She nods rapidly.
But then he sees it. Blood on her hands.
And her agitation increases.
Yeah.
The moment breaks.
And she attacks, slashes his arm with a piece of glass she had hidden.
It turns violent, instantly.
Her focus then shifts, doesn't it, to Mark.
Yeah, she stops smiling, stares at Mark with this predatory gaze.
She's now a direct physical threat to both of them.
They scramble to escape, Amy crawling rapidly out from under the bed.
It's a frantic chase down the stairs.
She actually jumps on his back at the front door,
He manages to throw her off. They get out, get to the car.
drives straight to the emergency room for his arm. Police get involved.
They investigate the house, but Amy's gone.
Yeah.
Vanished.
The police advise him to get a restraining order. Standard procedure.
But it feels inadequate, doesn't it, given everything?
Completely. He knows a piece of paper won't stop. Whatever Amy has become.
So he flees again, to a motel another hour away, trying to disappear.
He's terrified, overwhelmed, constantly feeling watched, traumatized.
The sense of being hunted is intense.
And then the final blow, a text message.
From an unknown number.
Just 2 words. Found you.
Accompanied by a photo. Dark, grainy.
Just Amy's eyes, staring.
And that's where the account ends. Utterly chilling, no resolution.
So that's the deep dive for tonight, a journey into someone's personal hell.
It leaves you reeling, honestly. The speed of the transformation, the nature of it.
It really hammers home how little we might know about the people closest to us and the potential for, well, for reality itself to fracture in terrifying ways.
You're left just wondering, what was that? A psychological break, something else. And the biggest question?
What happens now? He's been found. The terror isn't over. It leaves you with that cold, lingering dread. Welcome, everyone. Tonight, we're taking a slightly different approach for our
I've walked the streets with my wife in Mexico. We went to every shop because of the color changes. No, nothing, not because there was anything new in it. Just the color.
I'm not gonna ask a question. This is the same house.
We'll get to that. What do you think in this photo, Sherry? What? That looks very simple. What's similar?
this is
feel good. Oh my God. What the hell was that?
What the hell? How did the door get closed? Who closed it?